Hi guys. So yes, apologies for the long period of silence. Um, yeah, an update is definitely long overdue for us. So Ant is currently volunteering, and yeah, I skipped my volunteering. Ooh. um, so yeah, what's been happening? We've actually we're only a couple of days back into the ashram from having a bit of a break in Malaysia. Uh, we went for my grandfather's burial of his ashes and also a memorial mass. And yeah, we're glad to be out of big city. Big city living is definitely not my gig. So it's wonderful to be back in nature, that's for sure. And yeah, so getting back into the ashram routine, I guess. Oh, the power's just gone out. I'll just keep talking anyway. Um, well, it's back. the first um the first day was really, it felt like a bit of a homecoming, and it was really nice to be back, to see all the familiar faces. People are here for a long time, and yeah, just be in this atmosphere, this ambience that's conducive for, like you want to eat a certain way, it happens that way. If you need to do your meditation, your shunya before you eat, it's not a thing. Um, yeah, you just kind of basically walk around in like almost pajamas. Uh, it's yeah, it's nice to be back. And well, the first day was, and then the second day, getting back into it. I was in the dining hall once again, and yeah, I just kind of felt like I'm so over this, and I've had enough, and I need a holiday. I wanted to, yeah, escape it all, I guess. Just questioning a lot, questioning, thinking. I was getting annoyed really because, say, like with the volunteering activity, uh, you're supposed to be there at 8:30 in the morning till 2, and people show up at 9:30 and they leave after they eat. And yeah, so you're there like slogging away, and people that are meant to be doing their activity just aren't. Uh, it seems to happen a little bit too often. And same in the evening, they just don't show up for their shift or whatever else. So yeah, just frustrated. So today I thought, in protest, I am not showing up. Um, so I'm kind of just as bad, really. Mind you, today is Ekadashi, so it's a day that's a fasting day in the morning anyway, so for brunch. And they just have some ashgold juice and a drink called Sanjeevani, and then there's a light dinner tonight, which I'll go to, in the way of serving, but volunteering. But yeah, there has been a lot of questioning, just thinking, what are we doing here? Do we really want to be here? Um, yeah, how we're doing the activity. It's the whole point of doing Siva is to, do it in a particular way with the right attitude. Otherwise, you're just doing any other activity and it's no different. And yeah, my attitude towards it has been a little bit shitty, uh, for sure. And yeah, I even thought about it, was like, let's go to Sri Lanka and surf and whatever else. That's what he wants to do. I was thinking about doing, and I was like, yeah, we can be by the beach. It'll just be really nice to have sunsets and I don't know, just anything else. And yeah, there's a real frustration uh, that really came up, and only today, or yesterday, yeah, it was kind of like, okay, you know what, this place is, it's a pretty amazing place, and things happen regardless of, somehow or other things just happen. And a lot of the times in these volunteering activities, uh, they can be used as an opportunity, and you can either use them as an opportunity or you can show up like, yeah, and just not really want to be doing it and making yourself an offering as you're doing it to dissolve yourself. I don't know. I was just kind of thinking, I've had enough of this whole spirituality thing and I'm done. Even with practices, yeah, just protesting and being really stubborn and not wanting to do them. Uh, so, yeah, that's kind of how the last few days have been. Today feels a little bit different. So I still haven't done my practices, but I did go to the temple and meditate for like a few hours. So I guess that still counts as something. But in terms of, the kriyas which need to happen every day, no, I haven't done it. Not yet anyway, who knows. The day is still young. So that's kind of what's been happening. So Anthony's at the Bhairavi temple. So yeah, he's serving payasam or some kind of sweet as prasadam to people. So yeah, that's his activity. And what else? We thought being here, um, I really didn't want to be doing an activity that I was already doing at home or could do at home. So like before leaving here, I was at the overseas coordination desk, and literally everybody that comes, you greet them and check their visas are valid and whatever else, and guide them to their cottage and whatever. And yeah, I mean, everybody that came, their cottage booking for some reason was just not approved, and you don't have access to that system. It's just a cumbersome thing. And but that aside, it's like, well, that's an activity you can do at home. So it's quite unique here. Programs are happening here. And so Ants and I were thinking, let's just change tact and see how we can make things happen in a different way for us. So what I mean by that is with the programs, I'm going to do, well, I've applied for more program volunteering. So we'll see if that comes through. Fingers crossed. And so is Anthony. So that gives you an opportunity to go through the programs again and deepen your understanding of it. There's one program called Baba Spandana that I've heard a lot of people talk about how it's an intense program. It's like a crazy program, right? Like it's just nuts. And I've heard people that volunteer for it say it's even more nuts. So and it's definitely an experience to be had, and they all rave about it. So I'd like to experience that. And so I'm just waiting for the next one to come up to volunteer for that. Anthony's registered for the one coming up very soon. It's the gents one, so ladies and gents are separate in that program. And just a bit more program volunteering. There's two programs that I still want to do. So I've registered for one of the two. I'm waiting for the other one to come out. And I feel like I'm rambling, but essentially, we're back here. It's different in the sense that there's a bit more clarity in terms of what we want and what we don't want. So, what we don't want is, I don't think I want to be a full-time volunteer. I want to do other things. So, and the amount of time that's consumed with even part-time volunteering it's full on. And I just want to do other things, and I can use other things as a seva as well, or any activity you're doing. So maybe a retreat center, who knows? So some ideas are brewing along the way. And what I'm going to use this time for, well, today, that's what I'm thinking, is essentially cultivating really good habits. So having discipline, consistency, uh, and really, like, this morning I slept in, and like I felt guilty about sleeping in. And then you go through this conversation in your mind, and you're like, whoa, I haven't done that, haven't done my practice or whatever. And it's just like, who cares? When the time comes, presents, do it, and just get it done. And this whole back chatter is so unimportant, not helpful in any way, shape, or form. So, yeah, just learning to relax, work, be consistent, but in a relaxed way, and just be more, I say more chilled out about it, but just not as rigid. Um, to find ease, consistency with ease, because in the past, uh, consistency has been there, but not with ease. It's been like a forceful thing, quite militant, really. And yeah, that's something that I really want to change. So that's something that I'm going to focus on. And my phone was just ringing. Um, yeah, that's something that I want to focus on. And also, we've got an opportunity here where the diet's really good. There's a rejuvenation center, and I just went there. I just came back from there actually. So I've booked into an appointment with an Ayurvedic doctor. So we're gonna have a couple of treatments, I guess. So, and they've got different programs. That's a mix of Ayurveda and Siddha, with yoga as well. So yeah, just plug into the programs in either the capacity of um, volunteering or as a participant. So yeah, that's the state of play. Also, um, in at the end of September, Anthony and I have booked in for a bit of a tour, or pilgrimage, and that's in Varanasi or Kashi. So we'll be going to that for a few days, and yeah, our plan is up until then, let's just see how we go in this mode, and yeah, try to grow, try to just make the most of the opportunity here, because it is, like, I can see that it's a great opportunity and a great place to grow, yet at the same time I'm just thinking, oh, do I really want to be doing all of these things? Yeah, so that's what's running through my mind. uh yeah, that's where we're at. Otherwise, we're both we're both really well. Malaysia was a good break to kind of just stop and to see how, I don't know, just reflect, evaluate, to see, well, is this what we want to be doing? And we thought, yeah, let's make the call to go back and just grow in some way, shape, or form. There's lots of ways to grow here. So yeah, one other thing that I have been, I suppose, a bit more working on a bit more is being a bit more assertive. And because people here, like just other volunteers, will tend to kind of just tell you what to do. And there's like a bucket of food, they'll pass you a bucket of food and tell you to go. I'm just like, why don't you just take it? um, and I've learned to tell them, just you take it. Yeah. uh, yeah, so kind of feel like a bit more vocal in that sense. I don't know whether it's like a cultural thing, or yeah, it's so bit more vocal these days about different things, um, which I think is good, and just kind of pull people up. It's like, well, you know, you can't just say something and just tell other people, order other volunteers around. Especially when, yeah, I feel like this is a bit of a complaining video, but that's where it's at for me. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. That's what I'm working through, and that's kind of it. Yeah, looking forward to. Suppose we start Sadhanapada, which is the program that we're actually doing. Uh, our check-in date is on the 5th of June, but the official start date is mid-July. And so I was in two minds of whether I was gonna do this program, or there's another program which is a Hatha teacher training program. And I would really like to do the Hatha teacher training program, but I need a different visa, and they're just not that organized or organized enough to let you know in advance. And they did tell me they would let me know when we were in Malaysia, so if I needed to fly back and to Oz and get the right visa, I could do that. And now I'm just like, I think it's just all too hard. So I might just do Southern Apata, and yeah, I don't know. Who knows? We will see. Watch this space. So that's what's been happening. Once again, it's gotten really long. The time just keeps ticking. I hope you are all well. And yeah, I look forward to hearing from you all. So please do send messages and just let me know how you're going. And yes, once again, apologies for the very long delay. Uh, yeah, in terms of a bit of an update. So there you have it.